During previous wheel tutorials, you learned the first 3 steps of throwing a form on the wheel: centering, opening the middle, and expanding and compressing the bottom. You also learned how to trim a base of a plastic form while still attached to the wheel. During this wheel tutorial, you will learn the remaining 3 steps: decreasing the diameter, making a ditch to help you pinch the clay, and pulling the wall upward to create a tall, symmetrical cylinder. Your goal is to create a cylinder that is taller than it is wide. Let's start from the beginning of the process. Step 1. Center. Use compact posture to help your body control the clay as you plow ahead, cone up, and cone down. Don't forget to cone down. Your form should rotate smoothly and be low and wide like a hamburger bun. Add water to reduce friction between your hands and the clay. Step 2. Open the center. Support your working hand with your other hand as you find the exact center of the form. Supporting your working hand with the other hand, roll your thumb through the center. Remember, opening establishes the thickness of your base. Check the thickness of your base with the needle tool. The thickness of your base should be between 1/4 and 1/2 inch depending on how large your form will be. In this example, my pinky width represents 1/4 inch. Step 3. Expand and compress the bottom diameter. Place your fingertips into the bottom corner and slowly pull the corner outward. For this example, the inside diameter of your form should match the diameter of your sponge. As you compress the base to push the clay particles back together, be careful with your pressure so as not to decrease the thickness of your base. Remove the remaining water with your sponge. Step 4. Decrease the top diameter. As you practice the steps of this tutorial, your ultimate goal is to throw a form that is taller than it is wide. Decreasing your diameter helps you to work with centrifugal force, a form of inertia that pushes the wall outward as it spins on the wheel. If you decrease the diameter correctly, the diameter of the rim will be more narrow than the diameter of the base. Starting at the bottom corner, gradually push the wall at an angle up and in. Don't forget to support your working hand with your other hand for more control. Don't move your hand faster or slower than the wheel speed. Step 5. Make a ditch. Create a shallow ditch by carefully pushing in the bottom corner of the form. You may perform this step with or without a sponge. This small ditch will help you grab and pinch the clay to help you stretch it upward as you pull the wall. Step 6. Pull up the wall. Place your fingers inside the ditch in the interior corner of the form so that they are directly across from each other. Slightly pinch the corner and bring both hands upward. As you arrive at the rim, slowly release your pressure and stop. Notice that both hands are touching each other for added support and control. You want your hands to move upward together, not separately. Notice the outside finger will be slightly lower than the inside finger until you get to the top. Avoid moving too fast, with too much pressure, pinching past the wall, or moving too slow. You want to move at the same speed as your wheel. Find the rhythm. Step 7. Repeat steps 4, 5, and 6. Collaring in also helps decrease the top diameter. Curl the middle, ring, and pinky fingers inward while you open the pointer finger and thumb. The thumb, pointer, and curled middle fingers are the 6 touch points used to collar in the top of the form. Apply light pressure just below the rim and at 3 and 9 o'clock. Then slowly move your hands upward with the speed of the wheel. You can compress the rim by laying the thumb, pointer, and middle fingers of the non-dominant hand around the rim. Then, with your other pointer finger, apply very gentle pressure across the rim towards the center to compress. Gently release. Continue to decrease the diameter, make a ditch, and pull the wall upward until you have a form that is taller than it is wide. Don't forget to color in and compress the rim after repeating each set of steps. Because you want your hands to move upward in the same direction, allow them to support each other. Step 8. Trim and clean. Carefully remove the water sitting on the inside of your form. Use your trim tool to separate and remove the extra clay from the bottom corner of your form. Using the clean, straight edge of your rib, compress and clean the exterior of your wall. Your other hand should be inside the form, directly across from the rib to support the wall. Start your rib at the bottom of the form and move your way up towards the top of the rim. Evaluate your work by cutting your form in half. Do you have symmetrical walls? A flat, even base? Is your form taller than wide? Here's a view from the top. Pay attention to your compact posture, hand positions, pressure, and how fast your hands are moving across the clay in relation to the wheel speed. Studio practice, wheel drill. This exercise will require that you throw off the hump. Throwing off the hump will allow you to practice multiple times without having to center so often. As you practice all the throwing steps, including the 3 learned in this tutorial, focus on your compact posture, hand positions, hand movements, pressure, and wheel speed to help you increase your control over the clay. Can you throw a form that's symmetrical, has a flat, even base, and is taller than it is wide? Get to wheeling!